If you had to slam on your brakes right now, where would your dog go? Would they become a projectile and fly forward hitting the windshield, or would they be safely secure? In this video, I'm going to convince you, if it's the last thing I do, to stop letting your dog roam freely in the car while you're driving, especially not in the front seat, especially not in your lap, and definitely never in the bed of an open truck. And I am just sick to my stomach that this is such a common thing. Volvo did a study with the Harris Poll company that showed that not only is it unsafe for the dog, if you get in an accident, your dog's not restrained, what's going to happen? They become a projectile and get incredibly injured. Having a dog roaming in the front seat or the back seat, not restrained, increases the stress of the driver, and even scarier, increases the risk of distracted driving. Come on, people. Restrain your dog safely in a car. And there's really 3 common ways to do that. All right, let me just show you how I do it. Oh, you can hear my dog Aura there. She is very excited because we are going to do a sniffy walk after this. One of the safer, if not safest, option for our dogs, if you can fit one in your car, is going to be a travel kennel. This one specifically is the Diggs Inventure, and this is an inflatable crate, so it's really, or kennel I should say, so it's really nice because when I'm not using it I can deflate it. I love this because it fits in my back seat really well, but it also can fit in the back. When my dog is in the travel kennel, I don't like to, oh good shake off, I don't like to have my dog's leash attached to them. I attach it once I let them out. Good girl. And what this does is if we get in an accident, one, it keeps their impact within this kennel. The one thing I'll say about this is sizing for these kennels can be a little confusing. We want them to be, she's like, hey, we want them to be a little snug when they're in here. This one's probably a little big for Aura right now, but she's a puppy and growing into it. And I do have it tethered down as well to keep it extra safe. Now, if you can't fit a travel kennel in your back seat or your cargo area back here, also remember safety tips for weather. If it's super hot and you don't have vents in the back, it can get really hot. But if you don't have room for that, the next best bet, and for my personal opinion and based on what I would do for my dogs if I couldn't, would be a crash tested travel harness that you can actually buckle in. One that keeps them a bit more protected if there is impact. Hi mama, she's like, I want to get out. But it also keeps them from jumping up and getting in your way when you're driving. And if you can't do that, my opinion, personal opinion, is the next best option for overall safety for driver and dog, what do you see, is going to be a hammock. What I love about this one is it comes with mesh right here, which is so important because guess what's right here? The air vents, you see that? And then also air coming from there. So if you need heat or cooling, that makes sure it gets back to the dog, but they can't jump forward. This is the seat, which these are pretty big seats. I mean, this is not a small car, but it only goes to here. But this hard, solid surface bottom means that they get this much extra leg room, which means they can sit, lay down, and be a lot more comfortable. And what's really cool is you can even see where the creases are. Looks like you can even fold this up really nicely. So if I want like a passenger to sit right here, that's a non-issue. And if you can't do any of those things, at minimum, just please avoid your dog sitting in the front seat. Avoid your dog sitting on your lap, even the little dogs. So at least you have less likelihood of a distracted driver. And I know you're gonna say, oh, my dog has ridden like this forever, they're fine. It just takes one time. It just takes one time. Aura is about 30 pounds and this is a medium. Or my other travel car gear for dogs. Go to my website, rachelfusaro.com, or I'll have it all linked down below for you. My hammocks and harnesses that I love as well for travel. Do you want a video on car sickness? That might be interesting. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. I hope you have a beautiful day. Goodbye.